good evening and welcome to TC Network. I am Tingni Tim Hockey bringing you today's news. Today's top headlines include Helicopter of Assam Rifles destroyed 10 of women folk at key location point again. KSO Kerala hosts successful cultural exchange program with Nirmala Giri College. News in details. Helicopters once again destroyed the 10 of the women folks who stand on duty at key location point. The women folks stand on duty to guard Philip and Henkolal Mate from being taken away from key location point to main lane in Fal, where a helicopter flew so close upon them and destroyed their tent. This is the second time the tent has been damaged by the helicopter, which is enough evidence to prove that the police act is intentional and evil. The women protesters say that this should be the last or else we shall not remain a silent spectator. We will use the law and expose their crimes in accordance with the law if they continue such uncivil behaviors. It is likely that they will do worse things to us in the future, and we are ready to face them come what may, they added. During the first incident, they made a silly excuse saying it was the first time for the pilot, and what excuse are they planning to give this time, they questioned. It is very clear that this foolishness is intentional, and we are also aware that they treat us like kids who are unaware of the law. We want the truth and we will fight only with the truth, they added. Mention may be made that there was few casualties during the first incident, but luckily no casualty had been reported this time. We want the concerned CSOs to look into the matter in the earliest, they added.
Nan chu chapang ho anom khale pi ti divem
nan chu chapang ho anom kha hela aki su kha hela mon aki mo bat de jo ki mo bat lo de ki su kha e yong ki liang mong di ai mo jing jang ki liang mong dal de
chilai he ten helicopter ni ve channa su sit cha hi nu na chapang ho gi na hin nu pion se le hen sa sa ka chung ta wa hung leng wa I phul u he ti chi nupi hogi na ten chu he chi helicopter nai cha leng ji a kom cha a he hui na sem la asem lu sa ani ve na cha nei tai leiboy amomo chia bol hi moi dem ni ve chan na ta ya
chi cái dial da na yong na hena sa sa ke bole ka ti so ji so ama sa dong masanga tulan pitom to ma hong ya langa ni khana dai ka to ang nim ken chang to ha ta ke se amon new pilot da het ya na ke bang to new hi han lang ol he jong le la ya hi piti ahung na di location cho het so ke di hen
pilot ke ti khat che experience officer kha isula
officer kha ti so ai le to ai ama sa jo ka se ya benin da pon te ti wa na ai ba mo lung kim nei khana na to hin
ta nu te ka do le bol si momo e ti tau chula
abana ai pi ha ma se ke cho amu lo hin te atya na ke chun amit asinan tol ham ka ti cho
sikit tai la na ni ve ta
to bang hin na amo hin ti choi lung ling law na dam piam etek bang ai bol lo ya etai olo la ai no we ta ka la se son ba
The Cookie Students Organization Kerala, in partnership with Nirmala Giri College, organized a cultural exchange program yesterday at Nirmala Giri College, Kuthuparamba, Kerala. The aim of the program was to foster mutual understanding between the local community, Keralites, and the Cookie people, showcasing their respective cultures. From the initial planning stage, which involved careful coordination between the college staff and KSO executive, to the successful execution of the program, the organizer played a crucial role. Cookie students, having obtained approval from their respective colleges, arrived at the venue on February 13. The cultural exchange commenced on the 14th of February with a warm welcome for the students, followed by a meeting with officials from Kannur University in the evening. During this meeting, the students shared their experiences and provided feedback on their stay in Kerala since their arrival. The event featured cultural performances from both communities, with Cookie students presenting two traditional dances, Da Lamkol and Sing Tingkol Malta, accompanied by explanations of their cultural significance. The program concluded successfully with a vote of thanks, including the presentation of mementos to the event organizers by KSO Kerala and Kannur University representatives. The event provided a platform for cultural exchange, enriching the perspectives of both the local community and the Kuki students. Additionally, it served as a source of comfort for the Kuki students, offering a sense of familiarity and encouragement to continue their life journey. Overall, the event was a resounding success. The ethnic cleansing in Manipur towards the minority Kuki-Zo tribe by the majoritarian Meitei communities continues till these days as the Meitei cross the hills to attack the Kuki-Zo villages. Lately, they have attacked Suknu, which is situated in the boundary between Churachandpur and Bisnupur or Kakching district. By God's grace, no casualty and death had been reported from the Kuki volunteers. The firing started yesterday dawn and continues the whole day and night. This morning at around 7 a.m., various villages under Churachandpur district such as Tilailoipai, Bungmol, Dongzang and Zalenkot villages were attacked by the combined forces of Arambay Tenggol, UNLF, PLA, KYKL, and Manipur Police Commando along with IRBs, where the Kuki village volunteers retaliated, which led to an exchange of firing between the two parties. Extensive firing took place the whole day today as well, but there is no serious outbreak of fights since it's mostly long-range firing and bombing. During the 2 days firing at Suknu area, the Kuki volunteers destroyed a Manipur rifle outpost at Hongnang Paisabi. The police commando outpost situated near Lailoipai and Dongzang village besides the Imphal River banks was also destroyed by the Kuki volunteers using country-made Pumpi. The Pumpi fired by the Kuki-Zo volunteers hit a house at Mayay Lekay, Suknu Bazaar and destroyed the house along with the properties. The Meitei has called reinforcements since yesterday, but no serious firing took place for the time being. 2 Arambay Tenggol were shot dead during the firing and 7 injured, and it was further reported that 3 Meitei women remained unconscious due to fear and tension from the sounds of the artilleries and gunfight. The Pumpi regiment played a great role during the 2-day firing, and their heroic acts are greatly appreciated by the public. The Kuki village volunteers in the afternoon planned to cross the Imphal River in Sirao area, but failed since the Meitei took formidable position in the area, restricting them from crossing the river. The volunteers cannot fight as they wanted to since the central forces are stationed between them. The Jana Sanghati Samiti JSS terrorists staged a protest march in Rumah Bazaar. At one point during the protest march, they started attacking innocent people of the Bawan and Lusai community and ransacked shops and beat them up. An innocent shopkeeper named Josang Lusai, 60, was seriously injured. They attacked and ransacked the houses of Pastor Laldu Sang Bom, former president of Bom Social Council BSC, and Elder Lalyan Thanga of Presbyterian Church of Bangladesh. The JSS culprits have also destroyed all the vehicles of Evangelical Christian Church. The protest march was carried out by Bangladesh administration, Bangladesh police, and Bangladesh army guards. From the administration of Bangladesh to the army, everyone is directly and indirectly involved here in this incident. Incidentally, one member of the JSS terrorists was injured in a gun battle between the JSS terrorists with the Kuki Chin National Army, and the rest managed to escape. With the help of the JSS terrorists, Union Parisad chairman of Rumah, Upazila Saimong Marma, and Nainda Bhante of Rumah, Budhar Bihar, met with JSS terrorists on Wai Ching Marma and planned to communally attack the Jo Naglak community in the protest march. According to the plan, the innocent people were attacked yesterday. If the people involved in today's incident are not brought to justice within 3 days, that is by 17 February 2024, all tourism industries, including two-wheelers to four-wheelers and government works, will be suspended in 3 upazilas: Rumah, Thanchi, Rawang, Chari. The Kuki National Army Burma made a clarification regarding 2 dead bodies which goes viral on social medias. In its letter, the KNAB stated that it is regretted to learn from the screenshot of Facebook post by one, Rain Simra today, which got viral in WhatsApp groups that 2 Tanghol innocent civilians were killed by Kuki militants at Paiko, which is false and incorrect information, having potential to create unnecessary tension between the communities. Besides, multiple voice messages of disinformation got viral on the same. The Kuki National Army Burma is therefore compelled to clarify that the 2 deceased were killed inside Ongjeya military camp during military operation carried out on the 10th of February 2024 by Military Region 1 under the Ministry of Defense, National Unity Government of Myanmar. Both deceased persons are Myanmar nationals, while one of them is a member of Sunni Nationalities Army SNA identified as from Tanan village under Myotit Township, Tamu district. The other one is member of Piu Sau Ti PST, a civil militia group raised by the current Myanmar Military Council's Army to counter the People's Democratic Front PDF, the Democratic Army fighting for restoring democracy in Myanmar. It is also clarified that the 2 deceased persons killed in military operation carried out by Military Region 1 under the Ministry of Defense, National Unity Government of Myanmar has nothing to do with ethnic nationalities. We are making this clarification so as to prevent unnecessary tensions between different communities in Manipur. At the same time, social media users are requested to maintain restraint from posting and sending voice messages of unverified news, added the letter. Manipur police have arrested 6 people for looting arms from the Indian Reserve Battalion IRB camp at Chingarel in Manipur, Imphal East District. 4 Insas rifles, 1 AK Ghatak, 2 magazines of SLR and 16 small boxes of 9mm ammunition looted from the IRB camp have also been recovered, police say. Taking to X, police said, in connection with the incident of arms looting case of 5th IRB Chingarel in Imphal East by unruly mob on the night of 13 February 2024, Manipur police have arrested 6 persons on 14 February 2024, and they have been remanded into police custody by judicial magistrate. Further, 4 Insas rifles, 1 AK Ghatak, 2 magazines of SLR and 16 small boxes of 9mm ammunition, which are suspected to have been looted from the 5th IRB, have also been recovered by Manipur police. Police, however, did not mention where the arms were recovered or from where the persons were arrested. As per India Today notice, an unruly mob broke into the camp on 5th IRB at Chingarel and fled with arms and ammunition. Following the incident, a large number of village volunteers also attempted to burst in at Manipur Police Training College at Pangay in Imphal East District, located around 5 km from Chingarel. A police statement said on Tuesday, in order to repel violent mobs including army screens trying to storm MPTC, Pangay security forces resorted to the use of legal force. During the incident, 1 person succumbed to injuries and 3 persons sustained injuries. Today at around 10 a.m., the Chancel Clinic and Diagnostic at K. Salbung organized a 1-day medical camp. Inauguration of the clinic was performed before the medical camp. Stephen Tautang, MD cum Chairman Department of Health Kim, said in his speech that the Chancel Clinic and Diagnostic is run by the Department of Health Kuki in Manipur, focusing on the health and welfare of the people. He further thanked all the people who attended the program and the dignified guests and the doctors and nurses. The medical camp was inaugurated by Zhang Manghao-kip, Vice President Administration Kim, after which he urged the public to give importance to health and healthcare facilities. He further tells the public to demonstrate their illness to the doctors clearly in their own dialects during the medical camp. This free medical camp is organized by the administration, spending lots of resources for the patients to utilize the chance beneficially, he added. The most important thing for a man is good health, and a healthy man can gain all the wealth he wants and is capable of doing whatever is asked of him. So we should prioritize our health, said the Kim Vice President. Pastor Let Say Tau Thang says the inaugural prayer. Highlights of the program can be mentioned of the following: free OPD 30% and 25% lab, 30% of OPD for the re-checkups. The doctor on duty today are Orthopedics Department, Dr. Thanglal Mon Nexil; Medicine, Dr. Hana, Dr. Jennifer, and Dr. Niang Boy; Pediatrics Department, Dr. Dick Boy, General Surgery, Dr. Saimin Thang, and ENT, Dr. Ning Pi.
Akiven hasan natam pia kihen hije chun lungel nei ta khana hong ki bola hin chancellor kiti hi society a hin society cheng hin a hin gel to charawin chi hi in pi in lale hoyin tin phan tin khang to win te ti hi lungel a hin nei pharawa kuki in pi te koma a hin sel hawa in pi masai na no ya he nam pi khan hoding ki gel a hin
em tunin Bolden ki goludin, I goludu tangudin. Mid dodat ne yudin, dabdenya ne yudin, hoina china tipna ne yudin eleven. Pakin yong lung hei de hei de. Tuna chansen hin kong do ho, lam kai ho zong si yong ki pandit atil bolu du lo hin ding hi be. E de nipin support udin ki tu piudin. Kai pan ne tein na chai pan so kai di ni ki demu be. Patin Tuni one day medical camp together chancel clinic asunga na tong jong se le hiwa dam the na ngai cha tuna hong jong se le ahong na ngai ri jong se patin in fate na bo ta van.
Editors Guild Manipur declares to take legal action against uploading, sharing e-newspaper, screenshot, digital clipping in social media without approval of the competent authority. Editors Guild of Manipur has resolved to take up legal actions under relevant acts if any individuals upload or share the news items, e-newspaper, PDF file, screenshot, photo, and digital clipping without approval of the competent authority. The decision was taken after the publishers and editors of media houses had deliberate discussions regarding the matter on Tuesday, stated a release issued by EGM on Tuesday. EGM stated that they have come across news article published by media houses in Manipur being uploaded, shared, or orally reproduced in social media platforms. The release stated that uploading and sharing of e-newspaper, PDF file, screenshot, photo, and digital clipping without the consent of or approval of the competent authority is illegal under the provision of India Copyright Act 1957, Trademark Act 1999, and Information Technology Act 2000. However, individuals are allowed and there is no problem in sharing the links of news story and articles published by the media houses, it stated. Despite the earlier appeal made by media houses, publishers, and editors earlier to all concerned to stop uploading and sharing the news material illegally, there are individuals who continue to upload the news articles, clips in various social media platforms, stated the release. Taking the matter seriously, the publishers and editors of media houses, after a deliberate discussion, have resolved to take up legal actions under relevant acts if any individual still upload or share the news items, clips illegally, it added. Making a final appeal to the public to refrain from such illegal acts, the DEGM reminds that violating the Copyright Act can result in imprisonment for at least 6 months or a fine of Rs 50,000, and those who violate copyrights to be prepared to face legal action. Rockets from Lebanon targeted the Israeli Army's northern headquarters in Safad on Wednesday morning, killing a female soldier and wounding 7 others, Israeli reports said. Another Israeli soldier was found dead later in the day, raising the death toll to 2, reporters said. Israeli Army spokesperson said in a post on the X platform that several rockets from Lebanon targeted Israel's Nitoa area, Minara, and the Israel Army's headquarters in northern Israel. The Israel Army attacked the sources of the shooting, he added. The Israeli military later said that its fighter jets began a series of strikes in Lebanon in an apparent response to the attack. The strikes, deep in the south, targeted the outskirts of the Iklim al-Tufa towns of Jabba, Sanya, Jalta, and Buslaya, a building on the Atsit Saibir Road in Nabatieh, El Sabai, Sehabiyeh and Tyre districts, and El Swawane in the Marjion district, the national news agency NNA said. The bombardment killed 3 people in El Swawane and 1 person in Atsit. At least 9 people were meanwhile wounded in Atsid. Since the outbreak of the Hamas-Israel war on October 7, at least 243 people have been killed in Lebanon, most of them Hezbollah fighters, but also including 30 civilians, according to an AFP tally. On the Israel side, 9 soldiers and 6 civilians have been killed, according to Israeli official figures. Israel's far-right National Security Ministry, Itamar Ben-Gvir, meanwhile described the attack on Safed as a declaration of war, calling for a radical change in how Israel is managing the balance of power on the Lebanese border. Hezbollah has not announced its responsibility for the attack until the moment, and other groups had fired rockets at northern Israel in recent months. In a landmark decision, the Supreme Court of India, led by Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, has unanimously ruled that the electoral bonds scheme violates the right to information. As per the Hindustan Times, the verdict was delivered with 2 separate but concurring opinions authored by CJI Chandrachud and Justice Sanjeev Khanna. Despite slight variances in reasoning, both opinions arrive at the same conclusion, emphasizing the scheme's infringement of transparency in political party funding. The bench, also comprising Justice B.R. Gavai, J.B. Pardiwala, and Manoj Mishra, assembled to deliver the verdict on the contentious electoral bond scam. The ruling comes amidst a backdrop of mounting concerns over the scheme's implications for democracy and accountability. The case, which garnered significant attention, saw petitions filed by various entities including political parties like CPI and Congress, as well as NGOs challenging the constitutional validity of the electoral bond scheme. Critics, including CPIM General Secretary Sitaram Yechuri, have likened the scheme to the legalization of political corruption, highlighting its potential to undermine democratic principles. The scheme, introduced by the government, allows for anonymous donations to political parties through bearer instruments known as electoral bonds. However, the Supreme Court's verdict underscores the scheme's failure to uphold transparency and citizens' right to information regarding political party funding. Despite the center's assertions of complete transparency in the electoral bond scheme, the Supreme Court's ruling signals a significant setback for the government's approach to political funding. The verdict, which arrived amidst revelations of substantial contributions to political parties through electoral bonds, including a reported 7-fold increase in funds received by the ruling BJP compared to the Congress, underscores the need for greater accountability and scrutiny in electoral financing. In response to the ruling, CJI Chandrachud proposed exploring alternative mechanisms for political funding until the flaws in the current system are addressed. The verdict, delivered on February 15, 2024, marks a pivotal moment in India's democratic landscape, emphasizing the judiciary's role in upholding transparency and accountability in the political processes. That is all for today's news, and have a pleasant evening ahead.